Heisenberg, 27 Jahre Wrestling in Berlin. 27 Jahre GWF, das ist unser Vermächtnis. 27 years wrestling in Berlin. 27 years German Wrestling Federation. This is our legacy. Das erste Match ist angesetzt auf einen Fall. Und es ist ein Four-Way Dance auf dem Weg zum Ring.
A very good evening from the English commentary booth as we bring to you GWF Legacy 27, celebrating 27 years of Berlin wrestling. Although I suspect very few people in Festsaal Kreuzberg will be celebrating the arrival of this young man.
Mit einem Gewicht von 86 Kilogramm in Begleitung seines Mentors Ivo Latino aus Hannover. The future of catch, Tim Stübing!
A lot of fans may not like the new outlook, the new attitude of Tim Stübing since he has been under the tutelage of Ivo Latino. There is no doubt in my mind that that alliance, that relationship is paying dividends for Stübing, who last month at Chaos City came very, very close indeed to winning his first singles championship here in the German Wrestling Federation, almost beating Mike Vecchio for the Berlin title. That being said, here's the attitude we were talking about already, getting into an argument with some of the fans in the front row.
In Begleitung von Ivo Latino, the future of catch, Tim Stübing!
Stübing going to be against three high-caliber opponents in this four-way match, and if he were to win here, that would further put him on the map in European wrestling.
Teilnehmer Nummer 2. Auf dem Weg zum Ring mit einem Gewicht von 85 Kilogramm. Aus 069 FFM
One of the most unpredictable, one of the most unorthodox competitors in the GWF. You're looking at Frankfurt's own Ahura. A man who could hardly have a more different personality than what Tim Stübing has. You saw that stare down between the two of them. Those two men far from natural allies, and they will be opponents in this four-way match.
069 FFM
Ahura with a much better reception than Tim Stübing received. There are two more pieces to this puzzle.
Nummer 3 im Freeway Dance. Auf dem Weg zum Ring mit einem Gewicht von 90 Kilogramm aus Paris in Frankreich, la Sensation Française, Senza Volto.
Something of a mixed year in GWF for the French sensation. A lot of his fans, and there are a lot of them, believe that Senza Volto was robbed of the GWF World title this past summer in a match against Tony Harding, when Harding and his ally Big Nick conspired to replace Volto mid-match in his title opportunity with a fake Senza Volto, another man in a mask. And that ruse was eventually discovered, but it doesn't change the fact that Volto was not able to take that world title off of Harding.
Aus Paris in Frankreich, la sensation française, Senza Volto!
So fair to say that fate hasn't been particularly kind to Volto this year. Maybe that will change here on the biggest night of the year.
Und das ist der vierte Teilnehmer. Er ist hier auf dem Weg zum Ring.
The Babo is back in Berlin. Metehan made his shock return to GWF at Battlefield. And he is the final competitor in this four-way match here tonight to open up Legacy 27.
Born in this city, made in this ring, Metehan!
Metehan with a point to prove, looking to show all three of his opponents, and indeed everyone in the wrestling world, that he is one of the best, one of the most dangerous competitors in that world. A lot of us are already convinced that that's the case, but Metehan, I'm sure, will look to emphasize that here against all three of these opponents. The dislike among the fans for Tim Stübing still very obvious, very vocal. Referee trying to get all four men into their respective corners. Always a very difficult job to control a four-way match if you're the official. Stübing seems to be allowing the fans here to antagonize him, to get under his skin a little bit. These fans have come for a party. Here's a party, it's a birthday party for GWF, 27 years celebrated tonight. Dave Bradshaw here giving you all of the English commentary on a night where 5 different championships, all 5 of the titles here in the German Wrestling Federation will be decided. It could well be a very historic night, and it all starts right here. Bell rings, and we are underway. Stübing not making many friends early on, shove on Ahura there. One to Senza Volto as well. Tell you what, these fans are baying for Stübing's blood here. Stübing and Metehan becoming acquainted. Metehan not looking very impressed with that shove. Stübing showing disrespect, and that's just about the worst thing you can do to Metehan, who prides himself on respect, demands respect. There's that aggression from Metehan. As I said, so dangerous. Ahura's looking for the backside on Metehan. Remember, it's one fall. Senza Volto was never going to let Ahura do that, but he rolled him up. Metehan tried to strike Volto, couldn't do it. Volto's going to go to the ropes with a handspring, looking for the back elbow, but both Metehan and Ahura moved out of the way. And Stübing now dragging Metehan out of the ring, going to try and fight him down there. Volto turned his back on Ahura. That was a mistake. Remember, one fall rules here, so first man to pin or submit any one of his three opponents will win this match. Stübing caught in the act there by Ahura, and Ahura is giving a lecture to Stübing. The fans urging Ahura to give Stübing the beating that they think he deserves, a handshake. And I think Ahura has formed an alliance with Stübing. Crowd doesn't like that at all, but the person who will like it least of all is Senza Volto, because it looks like he's going to be the target. Well, maybe not, because Ahura is still on the outside where he's being met by Metehan. Stübing burying his boot repeatedly deep in the chest there of Senza Volto. Now Ahura is back in. And this temporary alliance, and it will be temporary because only one man can win this match, but Ahura and Stübing, at least in the short term, looking to work together here to do some damage to the French sensation. Oh, and Ahura trying to steal the pin after distracting Stübing. Not a lot of trust in this alliance, I don't think. Oh, none at all now, because Stübing turning on Ahura as soon as Ahura turned his back. Stübing just kicking away in the corner. I've said it before, but it bears repeating. This aggression that we're seeing from Stübing, very, very much a product of his relationship with Ibo Latino. Stübing previously a much more happy-go-lucky young man. Maybe didn't have that killer instinct. The drop kick. Ahura's in trouble. Stübing trying to pick him up, but Ahura counters. Stübing tries again, and Stübing with a suplex on Ahura. Here comes Metehan. Metehan with the leapfrog. Stübing goes to the ropes. Metehan takes out the leg, then drop kicks him right in the back of the head. The Babbo back home, and the fans are loving it, but here comes Ahura. Berlin versus Frankfurt here. Eyeball to eyeball, nose to nose. Metehan and Ahura. The poke to the eye, right into the eyeball from Ahura. Ahura now looking to unleash some offense, some of that heavy artillery onto Metehan. Metehan though fighting back out of the corner. Again, it is just 2 months since Metehan returned to GWF after a lengthy absence. It was a surprise entrance in the Battlefield match. He's just taken out Volto, preventing him from getting back in the ring. Smart idea to keep as many of your opponents outside the ring as you can, so you can focus on the one in there. A big back body drop there though from Ahura. Ahura looking for the pin. There was no one to break it up, but fortunately for the others in the match, Metehan was able to kick out at 2. Ahura just turning his attention briefly there to others. And meanwhile, Metehan got back in it, drops the back of Ahura's head over his knee. Metehan looking to pick him up, maybe looking for Nazar, the evil eye, but Ahura had that scouted. You know, that scouted though, big kick right to the face from the French sensation. Senza Volto with a second wind. Taking on all 3 opponents at once. Look at this from Volto. Senza Volto is all action, all the time. Boot goes up though, or rather the foot goes up. Sweeps the legs. Ahura is wearing shoes tonight. Normally wrestles barefoot, which is another way in which he's an unorthodox competitor, but he might be a losing competitor soon because Volto got the better of him in that exchange, and now Volto sends Metehan out to the outside. Volto getting up ahead of steam and launches himself over the top onto all 3 opponents. The fans here in Festsaal Kreuzberg absolutely adore Senza Volto, and it is because of moments like that. Can he convert it into a victory? He's got the shoulders of Stübing down for 2. It's like 2 3/4 really, but not 3. That is the crucial point, meaning that the match continues. Stübing got a hold of the leg here of Volto. Volto is thinking about going up to the top. Maybe looking for that second rope, top rope, picture perfect moonsault, but Stübing had moved out of the way. And with a sling blade, takes down Senza Volto. Bicycle kick from Ahura, the right to the face of Stübing. Metehan, oh goodness me, got headbutted the back of the head of Ahura into the face. And Xara then from Metehan takes Ahura out. Volto sent to the ropes. The pace is quickening here in this 4-way. And you saw what happened. Both men collided. They both had the same idea at the same time. And all 4 men are down here at Legacy 27. Referee has a count on. This is the kind of action we're going to see all night. As I said, 5 championships on the line. We'd love to know who you think will walk out of Legacy 27 victorious. Who will be the winners and losers? Join the conversation on social media using the hashtag GWF Legacy 27. All 4 men getting to their feet here. It is gut check time in this 4-way match. Metehan screaming in the face of Ahura. Now they come to blows. Meanwhile, Senza Volto and Tim Stübing do the same. The intensity of this match is already off the charts. The first match of the night. Everyone striking everyone. Here comes Stübing. Stübing though sent onto the apron by Volto. Volto middle rope. Kicks Stübing in the side of the head. And the self-proclaimed future of catch sent down to the floor. Volto is lining up Ahura. Volto, handspring, looking for maybe a cutter, but he got caught the rear waist lock. And there's the back elbow from Metehan. There's the cutter from Volto. Volto looking for the win. And Volto couldn't get it, he got a 2. Volto kick to the side of the head, right to that left ear of Tim Stübing. Fans want to see a superplex on Stübing. Might be seeing something equally as spectacular. It looks to me as though Volto is maybe looking for a Hurricane Run. Wait, what's this? Now Ahura's up there as well. Ahura got a hold of Volto around the waist. Ahura was batted away. Meanwhile, the other two still up there. Volto and Stübing. Volto with an arm drag, bringing Stübing down off the top. Ahura's going to try and seal the pinfall. He's got the left leg hooked and Metehan broke it up in the nick of time. Metehan's got him up. Metehan, he's planted him. Metehan, he got him.
Und hier ist der Sieger aus Berlin, Metehan!
He is back indeed, the Babbo, with a huge win here on GWF's biggest stage. Metehan victorious over Ahura, Senza, Volto, and Tim Stübing. He planted Ahura right on his head. Fans pleased to see a hometown boy get the win.
Made at German Wrestling Federation. Metehan!
And that evil eye focus on everybody in the GWF locker room. As Metehan, former Berlin champion, former tag team champion, no doubt would like to have more gold in his future as we head into the end of this year and the start of 2023. Metehan is back home in the German Wrestling Federation. Metehan soaking in this moment. A special moment for him, no doubt. The Babbo picking up the win at the start of a huge night of action in Berlin.
Das nächste Match ist angesetzt auf einen Fall. Auf dem Weg zum Ring. Auf dem Weg zum Ring mit einem Kampfgewicht von 84 Kilogramm aus Santo Domingo in der Dominikanischen Republik. Die Rückkehr des Kommandanten El Regreso del Comandante Rambo.
He is El Comandante of the Black Guerrilla Army. And Rambo looking for revenge over a man who blindsided him, cheap-shotted him back in the locker room a month ago. Big night ahead for the Black Guerrilla Army, and it begins now with their leader.
Und sein Gegner. Auf dem Weg zum Ring aus Istanbul in der Türkei und in Begleitung des Original Flying Dragon, dem King of Hardcore, Ali Aslan, the Sultan of Wrestling, mit einem Gewicht von 80 Kilogramm. Champ
It's been one of the most talked about decisions of the year here in GWF when Kaplan decided to reassociate himself with this man, the King of Hardcore, Ali Aslan.
Wisst ihr,
es dir? Wir haben diesen Mann schon zweimal besiegt. Und ich werde es niemals zulassen, dass du uns einmal besiegen kannst.
Well, charming as ever, Aslan. Some unpleasant observations or opinions about the fans. That out of the way, the bell rings, and here we go. Rambo and Kaplan, two big bulls colliding. Two of the strongest men in European wrestling, no doubt about that. Absolute physical specimens, the pair of them, and you can see both men struggling to take the other off his feet. In the end, it's Rambo who gets Kaplan down. Kaplan briefly teamed with Aytac for a short spell this year. Aytac showing he wanted nothing to do with Aslan, who had also mentored him in the past. As Kaplan gets backdropped here. It's been a bad start to this match for Kaplan. Kaplan apparently deciding he was better off when he was with Aslan, has taken him back, despite a very colourful history. And right now, though, Kaplan's got a hold of Rambo. Trying to hit an Uranagi, but Rambo refusing to be taken down. And now Rambo maybe trying for a package pile driver. Couldn't get that. That clubbing blow. Big lariat didn't send Kaplan down. Kaplan's got him up. And Rambo goes down. Kaplan will look for the pin. Trying to win it early. Left shoulder comes up for Rambo and the match continues. I said it's a big night for the Black Guerrilla Army. The other two members of that group, Joshua Amaru and Bennet Brown, one of three teams who are going to compete in a ladder match later on for the vacant GWF World Tag Team titles. Still a relatively new group are the Black Guerrilla Army. Rambo recruiting those two youngsters to join him. And Rambo, at the moment, looking to be in control over Kaplan. Kaplan goes behind, though. Elbow smashes to the side of the head, right to the temple of Rambo, who crumples down to the canvas. Kaplan choking away. Referee wanted the break before the count of 5, and he got it. Kaplan just pausing to get some advice from Aslan. Aslan with such a reputation during these 27 years of Berlin wrestling. That moniker, the King of Hardcore, well earned. He's been in some wars as Aslan. A shoulder block from Kaplan. Kaplan, I think, is going to look for another. He gets it. Now Kaplan stalking, waiting. Tried to get him a third time. Rambo was seeking to lift him up, and now he goes to the ropes as Rambo. And he got caught and slammed down. That sit-out slam, and hook of the leg, a 2 count for Kaplan. Kaplan and Rambo. Two of the most intimidating physical presences here in GWF, not just now, but throughout its history. Kaplan going to send Rambo across the ring. Did so with such force, I think the ring maybe moved a couple of centimeters with the impact as Rambo hit the corner. Kaplan now running in. And Rambo continuing to feel the effects, to be on the receiving end of that incredibly powerful offense of Kaplan. Look at this from Kaplan. That's something new. Aslan, I'm sure, telling Kaplan, if you've got the man in the corner, stay on him, and Aslan's going to stay on him. Referee is distracted, and this is a return to what we used to see when Aslan was with Kaplan. Rambo sent it to the ring post. Aslan doing an absolute number there on Rambo. Oh, talk about gaining an unfair advantage. Kaplan did exactly that with the assistance, with the collaboration of Aslan. Rambo has rolled back into the ring. He's beaten the count, but he is hurt. And how wouldn't he be after what just happened? Vicious assault on the outside by Aslan. Oh, Rambo comes out of the blocks. Look at that from the corner. Almost clothesline Kaplan's head off. Rambo feeding off the energy of the fans in Festsaal Kreuzberg. Aslan at ringside doesn't like what he sees. Rambo, the scoop up and the slam down on Kaplan. Aslan tried to grab the foot, I think. Aslan will do anything. Absolutely anything if it gains his man an advantage. And whatever you think of that ethically, it's no doubt why Kaplan has welcomed it back into the fold. Speaking of folding, he's getting folded up here into a pinning situation. Got a 2 count netted Rambo. Kaplan with the suplex. Kaplan bringing that arm in, making sure it's not under the bottom rope. Went for the pin, got a 2 count. Kaplan, a little bit of frustration now, showing on his face after another kick out from Rambo. Kaplan is trying to just squeeze the life, squeeze the energy here out of Rambo, but listen to the fans. Rambo on his feet, elbows himself free, but he's going to get picked up here. Possibly a Salt and Smash coming. There's the counter into a sunset flip from Rambo. Good for 2.5. We're still going. It's an axe handle. Onto the chest and another one. An overhead belly-to-belly suplex from El Comandante. The fans have been possibly the difference makers here. They got Rambo right back into this. Rambo with a cannonball. Landed right on Kaplan. Can he convert it into a win? He almost could. That was close. Very, very close for Rambo. Again, the fans trying to get him across the finish line. He dumps Kaplan right on his front. Nothing pretty about that, but it was undoubtedly effective. Rambo's going to look to finish the job. Middle turnbuckle for Rambo. Kaplan lying underneath. Well, Kaplan rolled out of the way. Kaplan moved. And now Kaplan spins him round and drops him down. Goes for the pin. Is that enough? No, it isn't. Kaplan feeling though that he's got an opportunity, looking for the Salt and Smash once again. Gets it right on the back of the neck of Rambo. Kaplan with the pin or kick out. A kick out. Wow. Rambo kicked out of the Salt and Smash. And Kaplan turning to Aslan for advice. What do I do now? I've hit him with my biggest move. He's still kicked out. He's going to try and do it again. In fact, maybe he's looking... I'm not sure what he was looking for there. Either way, he didn't get it. Instead of pop-up powerbomb, no, onto the knee. Vicious from Rambo. Absolutely vicious, and he's going to follow it up with a package powerbomb. The powerbomb, the pin, and Aslan's in the ring. Aslan broke it up, and that obviously is a disqualification.
Und hier ist der Sieger aus Santo Domingo in der Republik, El Comandante Rambo!
Rambo, I think, was about to win the match. Certainly Aslan clearly thought that. He decided his only option to prevent the defeat, or at least to prevent the pinfall, was to get in there and get a disqualification defeat. Fans here are not happy at all. I think Kaplan is maybe complaining that he could have got out. Aslan clearly doesn't believe that, and the fans are returning the lack of love that they received from Aslan before the match. Returning that same sentiment in spades.
Der Sieger in diesem Kampf kommt aus der Dominikanischen Republik, nicht aus Istanbul in der Türkei. Und er heißt El Comandante Rambo!
Well, it's not the manner of victory that Rambo would have wanted, but it is a victory, and a victory on the biggest night of the year here in GWF. Up next, there will be 10 women looking for victory. It is the first of 5 championship matches tonight. The GWF women's title on the line in just a moment.
Zum allerersten Mal stellt sich die Frage, wechselt das Gold? Keine Angst, du kannst dein T-Shirt, dein Hemd anbehalten. Oder nicht? Denn es geht in einer Battle Royal, um ganz genau zu sein, einer 10 Women Battle Royal um den German Wrestling Federation Women's Championship. Teilnehmerin Nummer 1 auf dem Weg zum Ring.
The odds are stacked against Mila Smidt in this one. She faces not just one opponent, but 9, including the Drama Queen.
Aus Budapest in Ungarn, the Drama Queen, Kolasky.
Kolasky's gone to 2 no contest, 2 draws with the champion recently.
Nummer 2.
Speaking of champions, next woman to enter this match is a former women's champion herself.
Sie war bereits German Wrestling Federation Women's Champion. Sie kommt aus Salzburg in Österreich. Sie ist the Candlestick Pitbull, Jessy.
Good Jessy J leave legacy with the championship belt currently held by this champion.
Und sie ist der amtierende German Wrestling Federation Women's Champion aus Strasbourg in Frankreich. The Giant Killer, Mila.
Mila Schmidt's going to need to be at her giant killing best. She's going to walk out of here still the champion.
Aus Darmstadt in Deutschland, Xara, die Kriegerin.
Xara, another competitor who has come close on several occasions in the past year to becoming women's champion. Could this be her night?
Aus Nürnberg, the dazzling diva, Xara.
Look at the swagger. Look at the self-confidence of Sarah Grace.
Aus Berlin von der GWF, Loky.
Loky, not one of the more experienced in the match, but maybe that could be an advantage, something of an unknown quantity to some of these women.
Auf dem Weg zum Ring aus Heisenberg in Bayern, Lina.
Same thing could be said of Lina, in fact. Just starting out her career. What a night this could be for her at Legacy.
Aus Fulda in Deutschland, Tayra.
Tayra Gaze has had the women's title in her sights for a long, long time. Our final two competitors, though, earning the right to be here in a tryout earlier today.
Aus Zürich in der Schweiz, the Swiss sensation, Michelle Green.
If she calls herself the Swiss sensation, it would be a sensation if she on her debut here were to walk out as women's champion.
Vom Tag der Toten, del Dia de Muertos, la Catrina.
Holding that skull aloft. La Catrina, a terrifying sight. I'm not sure that the other 9 women in the ring know exactly what to make of La Catrina, who, like Green, earned the right to be here by impressing in a tryout here in Berlin earlier today. She is the 10th and final competitor. One of these 10 will be the women's champion when this is all said and done.
Und Battle Royal, ich erkläre es noch einmal, bedeutet, alle 10 Wrestlerinnen gleichzeitig gegeneinander im Ring. Jeder gegen jeden. Pinfall zählt nicht. Es scheidet aus, wer über das oberste Ringseil geworfen wird oder fliegt oder auch selbst übers oberste Ringseil nach draußen steigt, fällt, wie auch immer, und mit beiden Beinen auf dem Hallenboden landet. Ring frei!
And after that confirmation of the rules, the bell rings and we're underway. You can see several of these women were just absolutely chomping at the bit to get started. And already 5 of them trying to get suplexes on the other 5. Are they going to get them? Yes, they are, almost in stereo. A good start for half the field, a bad start for the rest in this battle royal. Remember, to be eliminated, you have to be thrown over the top rope to the arena floor. Both feet must touch the floor. As I said at the start, Mila Smidt with a really very difficult task here. Not just having to retain the title against one of those looking to take it from her, but against 9. Smidt at the moment wandering the ring. She's joined Xara in the corner. Xara was fighting La Catrina. Now Xara gets dragged into the middle of the ring by Loky. Loky with the knee. Loky looking aggressive here against Xara. Right in that center of the ring, meanwhile, I can see Sarah Grace in the corner with La Catrina. Michelle Green is fighting Kolasky. Loki's up on the ring apron. It's a bad place to be, and she's found that out the hard way.
Und ausgeschieden als erste Teilnehmerin aus Berlin, Loky.
So Loki's out of here, we're down to 9. Battles continuing in all parts of the ring. Sarah Grace and Catrina in the middle still. Body slam from Grace, who's going to go to the ropes. Kick to La Catrina. Meanwhile, you can see Jessy J choking out Xara. Lina's in there against Michelle Green. Green, who confusingly is in red. And then the drop kick from Lina in the black and green. Green, though, twisting and turning, dropping her face first. Lina could be in trouble at the hands of the Swiss sensation. Lina planted on the ring apron. She's got to hit the floor, though. She went over the top rope. If Green can make her fall those extra bit, and she can, then Lina's out.
Und ebenfalls ausgeschieden Lina.
Impressive start here for Michelle Green. As Lina gets taken out, but now look, the women's champion ready to stare down Green. Green shoves her away. Smidt ducks the clothesline, grabs the boot. I've got the waist organ in a belly-to-belly suplex from the Giant Killer. Green is up on the shoulders of Smidt. Smidt puts her on the apron. Green did this to Lina a minute ago, got her on the apron, then got her out. Will the same happen here to Green? At the hands of the champion, it could do. Smidt takes a run up and the kick will send Green out.
Und ebenfalls ausgeschieden aus der Schweiz, Michelle Green.
Here comes La Catrina, who, like Green, got into this match at short notice at that tryout today. Meanwhile, Sarah Grace and Xara battling. Eva Kolasky still in there as well. Smidt could be thrown out here by La Catrina. What a scalp that would be. La Catrina almost taking the champion out. Meanwhile, a group of competitors teaming up here to get Sarah Grace over the top and to the outside.
Und ausgeschieden, the dazzling diva, Sarah Grace.
So it's not to be Sarah Grace's night. Could it be Jessy J's? Jay and Tayra Gates doing battle. Big clothesline from Gates. Another one. The kendo stick pitbull is second to the punch here. And La Catrina now has got Jessy J as a kick from Gates. Meanwhile, Kolasky's got her legs grabbed here by Smidt and Xara. So there are 6 of the 10 who started this match still in. It's a suplex from Jessy J, who has battled her way back in here. J now with that's Tayra Gates over the top rope, but not on the floor. Catrina's still in there, so is the defending champion Smidt. Xara, Kolasky as well, and Catrina had the rope drop down. She's held on. She's gone over the top, but hasn't gone to the floor just yet. Same situation, in fact, for Tayra Gates. Jessy J could be in trouble. Her foot was dangling, but both those feet have to hit the floor. Precarious for all 3 of these women on the ring apron. Oh, and 2 of them have gone. That Catrina and Tayra Gates.
Und ausgeschieden in diesem Moment La Catrina.
We're down to 4. The final 4.
Tayra Gates.
Smidt charges at Jessy J. Kolasky charges at Xara. Here we go. One of these 4 to walk out of Legacy 27 as a GWF Women's Champion. With a running uppercut to the kendo stick pitbull. Xara in control of the drama queen, Eva Kolasky. Deposits her on the top turnbuckle. What's Xara got planned here for Kolasky? And what does Smidt have planned for Jessy J? It looks like she's trying for a superplex. Well, Smidt, hang on. Oh, Mila Smidt losing her balance. Smidt lost her balance. You can see there her feet on the floor. Referee is right there to check. Smidt blocking the boot of Jessy J, who's looking to take the champion out of this one. Smidt climbing back onto the top rope. And there's a Hurricane Rana from Mila Smidt, bringing Jessy J right back into the ring. But Jay's got to be out of it after that. If Smidt can capitalize and throw her over the top, and it's reversal from Jessy J. Jay, the former champion, trying to get Smidt out. Kolasky coming to help Jessy J. Schmidt's title reign in jeopardy. Schmidt screaming at Xara to help her, but Xara does the opposite and Schmidt is gone.
Und ausgeschieden. Die bisherige German Wrestling Federation Weltmeisterin, German Wrestling Federation.
Mila Smidt is gone, and that means we are guaranteed a new women's champion. Could it be Jessy J regaining the title? Smidt can't quite believe it. It took all three of her remaining opponents to eliminate her, but she has been eliminated. Xara could be next out. Or maybe not. Xara held on, but Jessy J's going to get thrown out, and she's gone.
Salzburg, Österreich, Kendo Stick Pitbull, Jessy J. Und damit die letzten beiden Teilnehmerinnen im Ring.
So will it be Xara or Kolasky? Either Kolasky and Xara. The jawbreaker by Kolasky. Kolasky so fast, up on the middle turnbuckle, goes to the crossbody. What strength from Xara. What strength from Xara. Can she throw her out? Got her on the apron. Kolasky with a shoulder thrust into the abdomen, trying to bring herself back in. Oh, she got dropped on the front, on the top rope. Kolasky is gone, and Xara is the champion.
German Wrestling Federation Women's Champion aus Darmstadt in Deutschland. Die Kriegerin
Xara can't quite believe it. Referee nodding in confirmation that Xara has finally made it to the top. Xara wins the 10-woman battle royal to become the GWF Women's Champion.
Der neue German Wrestling Federation Women's Champion kommt aus Deutschland. Die Kriegerin Xara.
A stunning victory for Xara. And in the first of our 5 championship matches tonight, there has been a title change. Xara, the new women's champion. But from one title to another, it is the Berlin Championship that is on the line next here at Legacy 27.
Das nächste Match ist angesetzt auf einen Fall. Und es geht um den German Wrestling Federation Berlin Championship. Auf dem Weg zum Ring.
months ago, in this very building, Erkan Sulcani made history when he became the first ever two-time winner of the Battlefield match. As a result of that, he has an opportunity for the GWF World title coming up December 18th here in Kreuzberg at Final Countdown. But if things go to plan for him tonight, by then, he could also be the Berlin champion. A title he has held in the past, he's looking to hold again. But if he's going to do it, he is going to have to end the 336-day title reign of the Belgian war machine, Mike Vecchio. All four members of Blutsbrüder involved in championship matches tonight. All of them in very, very different circumstances, but it is Erkan Sulcani, the first out, to see if he can claim some gold.
Uppercut, der Golden Boy, der Blutsbrüder, Erkan Sulcani.
Over 2 meters tall, already held the Berlin title, he's already been a tag team champion. Can he win the Berlin title once more here tonight at Legacy 27?
Sein Gegner, der German Wrestling Federation Berlin Champion. Auf dem Weg zum Ring, aus Brüssel in Belgien, der amtierende German Wrestling Federation Berlin Champion, La Machine de Guerre Belge, the Belgian War Machine, Mike Vecchio.
As I said, almost a year now since Mike Vecchio became Berlin champion. That happened at Legacy 26 when he defeated Tony Harting, who of course has since gone on to become the world champion. But throughout 2022, Mike Vecchio has been absolutely unstoppable with that title over his shoulder. We know Erkan Sulcani is on scintillating form. He had to be to win the Battlefield match. But can he translate that into a victory that nobody else all year has been able to pull off? A victory over Vecchio, or will Vecchio continue his absolutely dominant streak with this championship into December and possibly into 2023? He is brimming with confidence, is Mike Vecchio, and he has every right to be.
Der German Wrestling Federation Berlin Champion aus Belgien, La Machine de Guerre Belge, the Belgian War Machine, Mike Vecchio.
This is going to be a hell of a showdown. Vecchio and Sulcani. We've already seen one championship change hands tonight. This is the second of 5 title matches. Every title in GWF is on the line here at Legacy. An event that was kind to Mike Vecchio this time last year. Will it be so this year as well? Vecchio hands the title over to the referee.
Das ist der Titel, um den es geht. Der German Wrestling Federation Berlin Championship. in einem Match natürlich angesetzt auf einen Fall.
Confirmation then, this is a 1-fall match. And as always, for the challenger Sulcani to win the title, it has to be a win by pinfall or submission. Count out or disqualification are no good to him here. So he has that disadvantage as a challenger. He also has a disadvantage, and as you can hear, large portions of this crowd have been absolutely wowed by Mike Vecchio this year. The Belgian War Machine has a sizable following. That being said, there are some Blutsbrüder fans as well. You can hear some supporting Erkan Sulcani. A particularly vocal and partisan crowd, everyone with their opinions, here tonight at Legacy. The bell is rung. We are underway. Vecchio and Sulcani just sizing each other up at the moment. Vecchio not used to being the smaller of two guys in the ring, but Erkan Sulcani, exceptionally tall, got great reach, great power as well. He's known as Mr. Uppercut for a reason. He's a very hard hitter. The same is true, though, obviously, of Vecchio. And there it comes, one of those uppercuts. Vecchio getting an early taste of what it's like to be on the receiving end. This is going to be a physically intense encounter from the get-go, and it certainly is, because Sulcani gets clothesline over the top to the outside. Here comes Vecchio between the ropes to take him down. The proverbial first blood to Vecchio. Found his target and then some. Vecchio rolling in and then out of the ring to reset the count, but as it happens, I think he might be all right because he's rolled Sulcani back in the ring anyway, well before the count of 10. Vecchio trying to get back in, but Sulcani kicking that middle rope. Went up between the legs there into a painful area. Doesn't count as a low blow because Sulcani kicked the rope, not the man, but the effect very much the same as he goes to the ropes. Here, look at that from Vecchio, goodness me. An absolutely brutal clothesline, follows it with a side press and gets a 2 count. That is an example of the raw power that Sulcani's up against here. Is a snap suplex from Vecchio. He'll try again for the pin, got that inside leg hooked up, but another 2 count. Vecchio pacing, circling Sulcani. Champion picking up the challenger, who's got a finger in his eye, I think. Referee wants a break, they're in the corner. Sulcani needs to be careful to avoid disqualification. Referee once more giving into the count of 5 to break, that's a choke. And he did just about break it on 4.5. As always, the official, I'm sure, will be eager, just as the fans are, to let this one flow and to get a decisive winner. But if either man gives the referee no choice, he will have to disqualify, he will have to count someone out. There's that boot, but it got caught. Again, Sulcani using the ropes to his advantage, kicking the underside of the middle rope that time. Look at the angle of that right leg, the knee of Vecchio. He knew he had to battle out, and he briefly poured himself some respite before again Sulcani kicking that rope. Vecchio was effectively on one leg there. He's finally got out of the corner, but there's some damage. Vecchio, you can see, struggling to put any weight on that leg. Sulcani kicking the right knee and bringing down his body weight, just treading on it. Such a fragile part of the human body is the knee joint, and Sulcani looking to exploit that. Gonna try for the pump handle slam. One of Sulcani's favorite moves, but Vecchio, I think, knows it. He's able to just batter his way out, just clubbing repeatedly into the back of Sulcani, who found nobody home on the turnbuckle. There's a running suplex from Vecchio. Even on a bad right leg, Vecchio had enough power to hit that suplex. Will it translate into a win? There was no hook of the leg, and there's a kick out from Sulcani, but the challenger is hurting. He is rolled to the outside, looking to regroup. Well, the downside of that is that it also gives Vecchio a chance to maybe get some blood flowing back into that right leg. Vecchio determined not to give Sulcani any longer. He's come to the outside himself. Sulcani cuts him off at the pass. Sulcani's telling fans in the front row to move out of the way. Sulcani looking to use the furniture to his advantage. And yes, he does. Vecchio gets thrown into what, the third or fourth row. Carnage in Kreuzberg. This time it's Sulcani who resets the referee's count. Knows he needs to get the champion inside the ring if he's going to beat him. Sulcani said at Chaos City last month that it's not just high flyers he can defeat. He's been going after a lot of the high flyers here in GWF in recent months, but looking to prove he can do it against a heavyweight as well. He's doing a pretty good job here so far, but Vecchio blocking the suplex. Out on that hard floor. Vecchio doesn't want to get suplexed, and in the end, oh my goodness. Sulcani, the small of his back, bending over the edge of the ring. A painful landing. The fans are loving what they are seeing. Vecchio, now it's his turn to want to prolong that count to keep things going. Brings Sulcani back into the ring. The adrenaline flowing now for Vecchio, who goes for the pin, got him wrapped up tight, but it's still a kick out from Sulcani. Vecchio looking to pick him up. Oh, hang on, no, Sulcani's got the right leg. That's the leg that was damaged earlier. Maybe looking to twist into an ankle lock here. The ankle lock from Sulcani. Vecchio screaming in pain. Sulcani looking to force a submission out of the Belgian War Machine. Vecchio's in the middle of the ring, he's nowhere near any ropes, but he rolls through, and that was an innovative way out from Vecchio. Then hits him with a flapjack. That's an elbow right to the jaw of the Golden Boy, and a second one. Vecchio fighting for his title reign here, the snap power slam. Quickly into the pin, he's got two, but he hasn't got three. Vecchio digging down deep there, he found something. Found that bit of extra, and it was nearly enough to make him, or make sure that he retained the Berlin title. Can he finish the job here? Looking for the powerbomb. Sulcani out, lands on his feet. I think that leg gave way. I think the leg gave way for Vecchio. Here comes the pump handle slam, and he's got him. Sulcani looking to end the 11-month reign of Vecchio, but Vecchio won't let it happen. Mike Vecchio, bad leg and all, kicking out of the pump handle slam. There is emphatic support here for Vecchio from the fans in Berlin. Mike Vecchio is the champion of this city, as he has been all year. Erkan Sulcani, though, posing a threat to that title reign, the likes of which I don't think Vecchio is used to. Sulcani, one of the absolute best. These two men are going toe to toe here at Legacy 27. Looking for the super kick was Sulcani, didn't get it, instead he got chopped in the chest by Vecchio. A slap across the chest from Sulcani. Another chop from Vecchio. Uppercut. One of those trademark uppercuts. Vecchio comes firing back. Neither man looking entirely stable on their legs here. Vecchio struggling. Vecchio may have hurt his leg. There's another uppercut from Sulcani. Sends Vecchio just crashing into the ropes. Uppercut this time from Vecchio. Sulcani follows in. Erkan Sulcani got followed into the corner. Kick to the leg once more from Sulcani, who again tries for the super kick. Vecchio's going to try for the powerbomb. Can he get him? Yes, he can. Vecchio's leg maybe giving way again. Took him a second or two to get on the pin, and that second or two may have been crucial. You cannot take your eyes off this one. Berlin title still on a knife edge. There's the super kick from nowhere from Sulcani. Vecchio just collapsed. He collapsed to the canvas. Is it over? Is it over for Vecchio? No, it's not. Vecchio had enough wherewithal to get that right hand on the bottom rope and force the break. Sulcani for a second there didn't understand what had happened. He knew that Vecchio hadn't kicked out or got his shoulder up. What he had done was get that hand on the ropes, and that conserved some energy as well. Vecchio fortunate though perhaps that he was within reach of that bottom rope, otherwise it may have been a very different outcome. Sulcani with those shoulder thrusts before Vecchio gets him in the corner now, hitting some of his own. Look at this at high speed, high intensity from the Belgian War Machine. What's Vecchio planning here? He's got Sulcani perched up on that top turnbuckle. Vecchio looking for the superplex. Mike Vecchio. Erkan Sulcani up on the top. Sulcani was trying to escape, and he does. Sulcani escapes. Vecchio gets shoved to the outside, and Sulcani may have just saved his chance of becoming the Berlin champion. If he'd been superplexed there, you've got to think it would have been over. Now Sulcani guiding Vecchio, trying to get him in position. I think it's Sulcani looking for the superplex this time. Right from the top, all the way over and down. Erkan Sulcani from the top turnbuckle. A man who is 2 meters in height, superplexing Mike Vecchio, who came crashing down onto the canvas. If Sulcani can get his arm over, if he can make the pin, he's going to be the Berlin champion. Sulcani What's he thinking? Well, he could have made the pin by now. Sulcani finally hooks the leg, and it's not enough. I think Sulcani took a little bit too long thinking about it. Wanted to get a bit more on the pin by hooking the leg in the end, but if he just draped an arm but done it earlier, again, who knows what might have happened. Sulcani pointing. And now going for the super kick. Couldn't get it. Instead, here comes the gut-wrench powerbomb. Vecchio's won several title matches with that powerbomb. Can he win another one here? He's got two, but he hasn't got three. Here's a kick out from Sulcani. Erkan Sulcani somehow did what so few have done, kicking out of the gut-wrench powerbomb. And this utterly absorbing Berlin title match continues. Sulcani's up, he's got no idea where the Vecchio is. I don't know if he knows where he himself is. Where's the super kick though? The super kick from Sulcani, but a follow-up with the clothesline from Vecchio. Sulcani's back up. Sulcani's back up, kicks him right in the head. Right in the head. Vecchio's in trouble. Mike Vecchio is in trouble. Super kick off the ropes. Almost took the head off of Vecchio. Will he? Will he? Yes, he will. Sulcani's the Berlin champion.
Hier ist der Sieger. Und damit neuer German Wrestling Federation Berlin Champion. Hat es wieder geschafft. Kommt aus dem Kosovo. Ist Erkan Sulcani.
It was May of 2018 that Erkan Sulcani last held that championship. But now for the third time in his career, the Golden Boy is the champion of Berlin.
The Golden Boy, Mr. Abakat, Erkan Sulcani.
Sulcani makes history as for the second time tonight a championship changes hands. The Berlin title, which has been with Mike Vecchio for 336 days, is with him no longer, because it now belongs to Mr. Uppercut, the Golden Boy, Erkan Sulcani. What a match. What a match it was between Sulcani and Vecchio. Some of the fans not happy, but Sulcani challenged Vecchio, promised to bring home the Berlin title for Blutsbrüder, and he has done exactly that here tonight in Berlin as we celebrate 27 years of Berlin wrestling. And in those 27 years, you'd have to say now that Erkan Sulcani ranks among the best Berlin champions that we have ever had. The same, though, could be said of Mike Vecchio. What a title reign it was. A remarkable 2022 as Berlin champion for the Belgian War Machine, but it has come to an end tonight at the hands of Sulcani. I think Sulcani has something to say. Don't forget, by the way, Sulcani next month is going to challenge for the world title.
gefressen, Alter. Halt's Maul halten, Alter, auf dem billigen Platz. Erstmal. Erstmal Erkan. Was? Okay, wenn ihr das sagt, aber hier habt ihr den neuen GWF Berlin Champion. Ja. Ruht euch mal selber aus, ja. Also, es geht an Toni oder Pascal. Es ist mir scheißegal, wer am Ende Champion bleibt. Bei der nächsten Show begegnet er mich und lass uns das Spiel ein bisschen fairer machen. Ich werde meinen Titel bei der nächsten Veranstaltung aufs Spiel setzen und dann heißt es Winner takes everything. Title versus Title.
That is an enormous challenge. Wow.
Der neue GWF Berlin Champion heißt Erkan Sulcani, a.k.a. Mr. Uppercut, a.k.a. Erkan. Alles.
What a challenge laid down by Erkan Sulcani, the new Berlin champion. He's saying that next month, December 18th, a final countdown, when he challenges either Tony Harding or Pascal Spouter, he's putting his Berlin title on the line as well. It's going to be title for title. Berlin title and world title both on the line next month here in Berlin.
Der Ringrichter läutet ab. Schon wieder der Ringrichter. Joshua Amaru hat nicht aufgegeben.
Ich merke genau, was du machst, aber wisst ihr was? Ich habe schon lange einen Plan.
Irgendwas ist da im Hintergrund zugange.
Aber dank einer, ich nenne die Person mal nicht, habe ich ein Video zugeschickt bekommen. Ich möchte, dass ihr euch das vorher mal anschaut.
Hier gibt es dieses Video. Kannst du dich erinnern? Wenn du nicht willst, dass das in die Öffentlichkeit kommt, machst du heute, was ich dir sage. Verstanden?
Interessanterweise habt ihr die letzten 3 Matches gewonnen, im Aufgabegriff, immer mit Roberto als Referee und irgendwie haben die Leute die getaggt. Die Tag Team Title sind ab jetzt vakant. Bei Legacy gibt es ein Rematch. Das bedeutet, die beiden Jungs, die bekommen nochmal ihre Chance und auch Crazy Mike und Sexy Ronaldo Shaqiri.
Das nächste Match ist nicht irgendein Titelkampf. Das nächste Match ist ein Match, das ist so, ich weiß gar nicht, wann es das letzte Mal bei der German Wrestling gegeben hat, wenn überhaupt. Denn es geht nicht nur um den German Wrestling Federation Tag Team Championship. Es ist außerdem ein Triple Threat Tag Team Ladder Match, also ein 3-Team Leiterkampf. Sieger in diesem Kampf ist das Team, das beide Titel mit der Leiter von der Hallendecke holt. Auf dem Weg zum Ring, Team Nummer 1. Mit einem Gesamtgewicht von 184 Kilogramm. Sie kommen aus Deutschland. Die Blutsbrüder Tarkan, Aslan und schon
was on July 17th this year at Summer Smash when this team, John Bad Bones Klinger, Tarkan, Aslan, defeated the two teams they're going to compete against tonight in a three-way match to become #1 contenders for the tag team titles. 1 month later at Showdown, they won those tag team titles, but as we've seen, all was not as it seemed. Blutsbrüder had threatened, blackmailed a referee, both to get themselves the title shot and then to win the titles.
Schon Bad Bones Klinger, Tarkan, Aslan, die Blutsbrüder.
And after that, shocking evidence emerged. Ahmed Chair stripped these men of the titles. The titles have been vacant for 4 weeks, but they will be decided tonight.
Ihre Gegner, Team Nummer 2. Auf den Weg zum Ring. Mit einem Gesamtgewicht von 209 Kilogramm. Aus Berlin und aus Kiel. Bennet Brown, Joshua Amaru, the Black Guerrilla Army.
Of course, since Amaru and Bennet Brown were denied that opportunity in the summer to challenge for the tag team titles, things have changed. They are now allied with El Comandante Rambo, calling themselves the Black Guerrilla Army. And in this ladder match, with those vacated titles hanging above the ring, could these two young men make their mark on the biggest stage possible? Already some pushing and shoving between these two teams, but there is another team yet to come.
Tag Team Nummer 3.
And here they come now.
Aus Berlin, Crazy Mike Chair, sein Tag-Team-Partner, Sexy Ronaldo Shaqiri, zusammen sind sie Team Crazy Sexy.
At Legacy 26 last year, this combination won the tag team titles. And John Klinger apparently looking to make sure the history doesn't repeat itself. Launching at Team Crazy Sexy before the bell. Meanwhile, Tarkan Aslan apparently has been tasked with taking down the Black Guerrilla Army. He takes down Bennet Brown with a short arm clothesline. Blutsbrüder looking to make short work of this. Those tag team titles hanging above the ring. First team to climb up the ladder and claim the belts will be the tag team champions. Aslan and Klinger wasting no time in getting that ladder into the ring. See, Amaru was trying to stop them from getting it constructed, but they're climbing already. This is going to be over in record time. Well, Blutsbrüder changing their mind. They saw that if they climbed any higher, Amaru and Bennet Brown were going to knock them off the ladder. Well, they've taken care of them, at least temporarily. They're going to try again. Once more, though, Amaru and Brown coming back. And this time, Klinger deciding maybe to throw Amaru to the outside. Bennet Brown, though, is still in the ring. As I was saying, this team, Team Crazy Sexy, Ronaldo Shaqiri and Crazy Mike Chair. They were the tag team champions. They won them last year at Legacy 26. Held on to them until April at Blockbuster when they lost the titles to, you guessed it, the Blutsbrüder, Klinger and Aslan. Oh, wait, speaking of Aslan, here comes Tarkan Aslan running up the ladder, taking out Brown, but now he's been backed into the corner as well. Ronaldo Shaqiri putting his own body on the line. I'm not sure how smart that was. Brought his own body down onto the rungs of that ladder to do some damage to Tarkan Aslan, and we'd achieve that goal, but at what cost to the physical well-being of Ronaldo Shaqiri? Meanwhile, Crazy Mike Chair's been caught on the way up here by Klinger, who suplexes him off the ladder. The ladder collapsing, almost hit Joshua Amaru in that corner. Man, this is a career-shortening match. So dangerous. A ladder match environment. We're already seeing it here. John Klinger, who was a singles competitor, was the longest reigning GWF World Champion in history. A reign that only finished at Legacy 25 last November. That show, of course, delayed because of the pandemic. But John Klinger is not delaying in climbing this ladder, but nor is Amaru in dragging him off it. Amaru sent into the ladder, which collapses. And now Klinger's going to continue to assault Amaru here. Amaru with a spine buster. And the Black Guerrilla Army have come here with serious intentions tonight. They believe clearly that they can win the tag team championships. But wait, what's he doing though? Well, Amaru has not set up that ladder directly underneath where the championship belts are. Instead, he's bringing Klinger back into the ring. He body slams him. Now hold on. Well, don't tell me that Amaru is going to climb the ladder with John Klinger underneath it. You know, there's only one thing on the mind of Joshua Amaru. Amaru comes down on his body weight, crushing the ribs of Klinger. Well, behind you, though, Amaru gets hit by Crazy Mike Chair with a chair. Hits him again over the back. Tarkan Aslan's going to take a shot as well. It's all legal here. No disqualification in a ladder match. Right hand. And another one to the Lion King from Crazy Mike Chair. Chair took a little too long there posing. Tarkan Aslan up off his seat. Chair might regret taking that moment because there's trouble here. And a Hurricane Rana sends Mike Chair through the chair. Goodness me. Carnage in this tag team championship match. Those vacated titles, they have been nobody's property for the past 4 weeks. Blutsbrüder looking to win them for a third time. But Ronaldo Shaqiri, for his part, looking to win it for his team for the second time, and he might be about to do it. Shaqiri headed up that ladder. I'm not sure it's fully secured, and well, Bennet Brown anyway prevented him from going any higher. Shaqiri going to try and get that ladder a little bit more secure before he tries to climb it, but Bennet Brown's come back for more. There's Brown with a suplex. Shaqiri's done the hard work. He's put the ladder in position. Brown's decided he needs to do a bit more. In fact, what's he doing? He's got the ladder. Moving the ladder out of the center of the ring. What's he doing? Bennett Brown is climbing the ladder. He's halfway up the ladder. Shaqiri's below, and there's a missile drop kick right into the face. I think Bennett Brown may have hurt his back though on the landing. Brown and Amaru, the Black Guerrilla Army, they're looking to win the titles for the first time. The first championship of any kind in their GWF careers for both men, but Tarkan and Aslan determined to keep them distant from that dream. Aslan now setting up the ladder in the corner. Aslan a run up, but Brown got the elbow up. Meanwhile, Aslan finds himself back to back with Amaru. Klinger and Brown on opposite corners. And both men moved out of the way. John Klinger and Bennett Brown, I think, collided. Amaru and Tarkan Aslan got out of harm's way just in the nick of time. In doing so, I think they each sacrificed their own partners, whether intentionally or not. That was a bad landing for Klinger and Brown. Well, here comes Amaru. Amaru going after Aslan. There's a ripcord. Oh, I've got to give me a clothesline. He's into a headbutt from Aslan. Aslan looking for the alpha driver. And he got it. Amaru taken down. If this was a match you could win by pinfall, then Tarkan Aslan might have won it just then. There's only one way to win this. Got to climb that ladder. What's Aslan doing now? He's got that ladder horizontally across the backs of the Black Guerrilla Army. Look at the left side of your screen there. There's John Klinger. Klinger off the top with a descent into badness onto the ladder. And again, I question the wisdom of that. Drop the elbow directly onto the ladder to do more damage to Amaru and Brown, but he might have broken his arm, dislocated an elbow, any number of injuries possible there for Klinger. And once more, it's hard to escape the conclusion that this is a match that can seriously shorten one's career prospects. A spear from Shaqiri on Aslan. Team Crazy Sexy got Aslan up, nowhere for Tarkan Aslan to go, except head first into the mat with a DDT. Klinger, though, coming to help out his partner. Shaqiri got shoved into the ladder. Klinger, a version of a shoulder breaker there, bringing Shaqiri down onto his knee. Klinger thinking, looked up to those title belts. I think Klinger's had his brain rattled here. Trying to figure out what to do, trying to maneuver that ladder. Finally able to separate the two halves of that ladder and now trying to fix it into position. Easier said than done when you've been through the physical punishment that all 6 of these men have been through already. But wait, Klinger looking at Shaqiri. Once more, that ladder's not in reach of the title belt, so Klinger is planning something quite different. John Klinger up in the rafters here of Fessau Kreuzberg, but Crazy Mike Chair going to prevent him from doing anything to Shaqiri. Chair up just a few rungs beneath Klinger. This is trouble for Klinger. Klinger got thrown off the ladder and Mike Chair fell off it. bodies lying everywhere. Ronaldo Shaqiri, though, is back on his feet. His tag team partner's right next to him. Could it be that Team Crazy Sexy are about to claim the gold again? They're almost there. They've got their hands on the belts. And they've got them. Team Crazy Sexy are the champions.
Sie haben die Gürtel und sie sind die neuen German Wrestling Federation Tag Team Champions. Noch einmal Crazy Mike Chair, Sexy Ronaldo Shaqiri, Team Crazy Sexy.
It happened at Legacy last year. It happens this year as well. Lightning strikes twice for Team Crazy Sexy.
Die neuen German Wrestling Federation Tag Team Champions kommen aus Berlin. Team Crazy Sexy, Crazy Mike Chair und Sexy Shaqiri.
Party time for Mike Chair and Ronaldo Shaqiri. Once again, they are the GWF Tag Team Champions. They have righted a wrong from when Blutsbrüder unfairly cost them the chance of the titles earlier this year. Blutsbrüder's plan has backfired because that is the image that will be seen around the world. It is Team Crazy Sexy with their arms raised aloft and with championship gold in their possession. What a night we are having here at Legacy 27. And we are still not done. Because coming up next, a match with a unique stipulation and a match several months in the making right now. Let's take a look at the history between Crowchester and Aytac Bahar.
Berlin, die neuen German Wrestling Federation Tag Team Champions aus dieser Stadt. Team Crazy Sexy, Crazy Mike Chair und Sexy Ronaldo Shaqiri.
Wir sehen uns nachher. Ich geh jetzt eben was essen.
Ja, warte da. Dann später.
Verdammt, ich habe mein Geld vergessen.
Du hast dein Geld schon weg?
Nein.
Soll ich was ausnehmen?
Wenn dir das nichts ausmacht. Hier, nimm. Gib mir einfach Schnitt. Danke dir, du kriegst es auf jeden Fall zurück. Ich verspreche es dir. Danke.
Hey, Crowchester.
Hi.
Ja? Wie geht's dir? Alles gut?
Kannst du dich daran erinnern, als ich dir den Fuffi ausgeliehen habe? Alter, du hast mir so damit geholfen. Wirklich vielen, vielen Dank nochmal. Ich wollte nur fragen, ob du mir den vielleicht wiedergeben kannst. Ich hab den jetzt leider nicht dabei.
Einzeln oder zusammen?
Einzeln bitte. Sag mal, was ist jetzt eigentlich mit meinem Fuffi? Der war jetzt schon eingeplant. Ich hab dir gesagt, nächste Woche kriegst du es auf jeden Fall, von daher mach dir keine Sorgen, ich hab dich nicht vergessen.
Ich habe gehört, du hast ein Problem mit Crowchester. Ich habe ihm einfach noch ein bisschen Geld gegeben, ehrlich. Weißt du, Crowchester nicht, wir waren mal beste Freunde gewesen. Und dann habe ich ihm Geld gegeben. Seitdem habe ich nichts mehr von ihm gehört.
Es ist mir scheißegal, wie du Geld schuldest. Ich wollte es zahlt haben.
Mehr habe ich nicht.
Was war das für eine Anzahlung? Hast du gehört?
Da bist du ja endlich. Seit Monaten gehst du mir schon aus dem Weg.
Du hast mir versprochen, dass du es mir wiedergibst, oder? Ich dachte, wir sind Freunde. Wir sind Freunde. Okay, dann beweis es mir. Ich gebe dir bis heute Abend noch Zeit und dann gibst du mir mein Geld wieder.
Digga, willst du mich verarschen? Nimmst du mich eigentlich noch ernst oder so?
Alter, nicht heute, okay?
Ich bin immer gut zu dir, ich bin immer geduldig und du dankst es mir oder was?
Ich hab dir gesagt, dahinter steckt mehr.
Crowchester, du hast mein Vertrauen missbraucht. Und du weißt ganz genau, es ging nie ums Geld. Es ging darum, dass du ein Wort hältst. Wie ein wahrer Freund. Doch jetzt habe ich etwas, was dir wichtig ist. Ich habe dein allererstes Merch. Und ihr alle könnt es ab morgen auf eBay ersteigern.
Den Moonsault zeigen doch Ali. Aslan greift ein. Aytac. Und hilft der Crowchester. Und Aytac wollte Crowchester helfen und jetzt brennen bei beiden die Sicherungen durch. Crowchester vertraut natürlich auf Aytac überhaupt nicht mehr.
Diesen Mann Ich werde mit Ahmed hergehen und dafür sorgen, dass du bei Legacy gegen ihn antrittst.
Also ein Aussprechen ist hier überhaupt nicht mehr drin. Das muss irgendwie mal geklärt werden.
Sie waren Freunde, jetzt sind sie Feinde. Sie haben eine Blutfehde und genau deshalb ist das nächste Match nicht nur angesetzt auf einen Fall, es ist außerdem ein Match Counts Only by Bleeding. Das heißt, der Pinfall wird auf Wunsch der beiden Gegner nur dann gewertet, wenn einer der beiden, der Unterlegene, bereits blutet. Counts Only by Bleeding, angesetzt auf einen Fall auf dem Weg zum Ring. Mit einem Gewicht von 100 Kilogramm aus Adana in der Türkei, der Adana Bulldozer Aytac.
As we know, Ali Aslan is continuing to assert himself into the career of Aytac, despite not being invited to do so. In the end, deciding that he would set up a match between Bahar and Crowchester here tonight at Legacy 27, but it's a match that can only have come from the twisted mind of the King of Hardcore. The rules we just heard, we'll recap them in a minute.
Sein Gegner.
But here comes Aytac's opponent. He was the winner of the 2022 Light Heavyweight World Cup, but this issue with Aytac Bahar has gone on throughout the year. As you can see, it has reached a boiling point. The match, though, that Ali Aslan has set up between these two has a stipulation unlike any I've ever heard of before. It is a match where you can win by a regular pinfall, but only once both men in the match must be bleeding. What kind of mind would invent such a contest? Ali Aslan is something else. Goodness knows what goes on in the head of the King of Hardcore. But that is the match that has been signed, and here we go. You can see both men with some stiff strikes to the face early on. If they can draw blood early, that could be a hell of an advantage. Crowchester with that headlock takedown on Aytac Bahar. Got a head scissors very briefly. Crowchester just sending Aytac into the corner. This is like just a fight. It's not a wrestling match, it's a brawl this between these two. Crowchester with a monkey flip as he is starting to take control here. Look for a moonsault, but adjusted in midair. He saw Aytac had moved out of the way. Slap to the face from Aytac, but that's really the only offense he's had so far, but there's some. Able to strike Crowchester down there. Crowchester, as I said, won that Light Heavyweight World Cup. A match, by the way, where Aytac was in the final. Crowchester's got a chair. And much like the ladder match we saw a few minutes ago, there is no disqualification here. The only rules are that both men must be bleeding before the match can end by pinfall. They've both got chairs. Aytac went for a swing and he missed, but Crowchester missed as well. They were dueling chairs here. And that ended up in, I guess you would call that a goalless draw in football. No one gaining the advantage. Crowchester sent to the rope, stuck a clothesline. Hurricane Rana takedown on Aytac. The Adana Bulldozer rolls to the outside. Crowchester's going to go to the ropes. Crowchester, Aytac moved out of the way. And Aytac has got a chair which he throws right into the spine of Crowchester. Bahar now throwing Crowchester back into the ring. He's got the chair again. Looks like he's going to bring that in with him. Neither man bleeding so far as I can see from this vantage point. Aytac though, looking to change that situation and do so quickly. He might well do. He brings the chair down right across the back. Crowchester writhing in pain. Aytac goes for the pin, but it doesn't count. It won't count yet. There's no blood. And that's what I mean when I say this is a unique stipulation. It's not a first blood match. You still have to win by pinfall. But you can't do that until both men are bleeding. A match designed to damage both competitors. All right, that's with another chair shot. He's been torturing Crowchester these past couple of minutes as Aytac. Bahar tried to follow Crowchester into the corner. Crowchester having some mobility issues, I think, with his lower back. Still able to hit the German suplex, though. Crowchester, the fireman's carry, couldn't lift him. And instead, Aytac with a backbreaker. That's smart. The Adana Bulldozer sensing that there is a problem there, looking to exploit it as much as he can. And as you'll know, if you've ever had a bad back, it completely removes your flexibility. Would totally nullify the speed of Crowchester and really make him a sitting duck for Aytac's Bahar. Remember, this rivalry all starting over money that was lent to Crowchester by Bahar that Crowchester didn't pay back. It's resulted in both men selling each other's stuff online. All sorts of twists and turns here as Aytac went for another pin, which again won't count. One thing that Bahar arguably has been smart about is his insistence that he doesn't want anything to do with Ali Aslan, but it's happened anyway. It's Aslan who is the architect of this match. Crowchester building up a head of steam. Crowchester's nipped up. The referee is saying, what is he saying there's blood? I'm not sure what the verdict was there. In any case, Aytac Bahar has the chair. I can't see any blood on Crowchester. Crowchester going behind Bahar. A leaping bicycle kick right into the face of Aytac, who rolls to the outside. The referee is inspecting Crowchester. I'm not sure exactly where he might be bleeding from. Is there a cut on his back, maybe? The referee, in the meantime, anyway, is checking on Aytac. Crowchester, ever popular here in Fessau, Kreuzberg. Here's Crowchester, who looks to be in better shape, considerably better shape than Aytac right now. Oh, in fact, there is a bleed. I can see it now. It's quite a significant one, actually, on that left side of the back of Crowchester. I think the referee, yeah, look at it. You can see it now. Referee, I'm being told, did rule that Crowchester is bleeding. Bahar is not, though, so pinfalls still don't count for either man. Here comes Crowchester. Launched himself off the stage. Nobody home, and now Bahar, I think, is going to try and do the same. Bahar with a cannonball. A leaping somersault dive. I think Bahar, I was worried he might have hurt his back, but he seems all right. Bahar fired up here as he looks to settle this feud. It's been described as a blood feud by Ali Aslan, among others, and maybe that's where the inspiration came for this stipulation, but as I said, unlike anything I think we've ever seen before. Clotheslines from Bahar, goes behind Crowchester. Look at the elbows. Quick 1-2s with the left and right elbows into the face and jaw of Crowchester. Bahar, the side suplex. Crowchester's looking like he might be in trouble. Crowchester still exhausted. Aytac seems to have found a new source of energy despite the support from the crowd for Crowchester. Crowchester's escaped out of the corner, though. There's a power slam from the Light Heavyweight World Cup winner. He's going to go for the pin here. The referee, interestingly, is counting that. Now, I don't know if Bahar is bleeding. The referee, I'm assuming, is a judge that he is, because Crowchester being allowed to go for the pin there. I don't think we've seen the referee indicate that Bahar is bleeding, but we know that Crowchester is bleeding from the back. Bahar is striking in the face, as is Crowchester. Now Crowchester going to the ropes. Bahar is hanging up over by the chair and then drops Crowchester's face right onto the steel. Bahar is bleeding. Bahar is bleeding from the forehead. That's why the referee allowed that pin attempt. So we've had a bleed on the back from Crowchester, one on the forehead for Bahar. That means we are now in the phase of the match where pinfalls can be registered. From this point, is essentially a 1-4 match, a regular match. I think, is Crowchester bleeding from the head as well? I think he might be after he got dropped on that steel chair, face first. In any case, he was already bleeding. I hope Ali Aslan is happy with the carnage that he has unleashed here. Crowchester and Bahar. Enziguri to the back of the head of Aytac. Where's Crowchester going? Crowchester leaping from the ring over to that balcony. Crowchester getting his balance with a help from a member of the audience and launches himself over the ropes into the ring. He hit Aytac Bahar with a senton. Crowchester hooks the leg. Gets a 2 but not a 3. I hope for the welfare of both men that there is no more blood. We've got the blood that we needed as per the stipulation before the pinfall could be counted. And somewhere back in the locker room, you've got to think Ali Aslan is smiling in a sadistic way and what he has caused to happen here. A knee from Aytac into the chest of Crowchester. Another knee. Bahar just slightly ahead of Crowchester a couple of times. It's a running Death Valley drop from Aytac. Bahar to settle this rivalry, but the left shoulder of Crowchester comes up. The match continues. Crowchester is bleeding from his forehead. You see on that left side. Bahar is as well. Bahar talking to the referee, double checking that it wasn't a free count. I think he can scarcely believe that the Death Valley drop that was so perfectly executed wasn't enough to put Crowchester away. Aytac looking under the ring. Got another chair. There's still no disqualification here, so he is at liberty to use that chair if he wishes to. That chair placed flat in the ring. On the canvas, what is Aytac doing? He's got Crowchester up on the turnbuckle. I think maybe he's going to look to superplex him onto that chair. If there was ever a move that would settle a feud, a superplex onto a chair would surely do it. Crowchester battling out of that position though. He knows the danger he's in. There's a headbutt and it's Bahar who lands on the chair. Bahar lands on the chair. Crowchester up high. Bahar's in the drop zone. Crowchester with a 630. The 630 senton from Crowchester. The pin, and Crowchester defeats Aytac Bahar.
Und hier ist der Sieger. This is Crowchester.
A feud that has gone on for months, finally settled here. As I said, a match unlike any we've seen before. Both men bled, and after that, it was Crowchester with that incredible 630 who got the pinfall over Aytac Bahar.
Crowchester.
A shrug of the shoulders from Crowchester, who knows he has been in a war here. But maybe now, this disagreement that has become so personal between Crowchester and Aytac can be put in the rear-view mirror. Both men with incredible career prospects. And it looks like Crowchester wants to let bygones be bygones. Crowchester is offering a handshake to the Adana Bulldozer. Will Aytac Bahar accept the offer? Wait, now hang on. Well, before Bahar had a chance to make a decision, that's Jim Kaplan's music. Here comes Kaplan, look who's with him. Ali Aslan. Aslan's got a microphone.
Wisst ihr was? Haltet ihr mal die Fresse, damit der Boss reden kann. Wisst ihr, warum er verloren hat? Wisst ihr, warum er blutet? Wisst ihr, warum dieser Mann nicht blutet, nicht verloren hat? Weil er nicht alleine ist. Und du bist alleine. Alleine bist du ein Nichts. Hast du es nicht gesehen? Aber, ich zeig noch einmal Größe. Ich gebe dir noch einmal die Chance, dich auf meine Seite zu stellen. dich zu entschuldigen oder es gibt eins in die Fresse.
Ja, Ali. Okay. Du hast recht, ich muss mich wählen. Ich will auf die Fresse.
Oh, Aytac has made his decision! And Crowchester's backing him up! Kaplan and Aslan taken down! And the fans here in Berlin certainly believe that Bahar's made the right choice! Will it prove to be the right choice, or will Bahar regret? Will he come to rue the day that he crossed Ali Aslan and Jem Kaplan?
Okay, der Adana Bulldozer Aytac hat zwar den Kampf verloren, aber vielleicht wieder einen Freund gewonnen.
A friendship renewed for Crowchester and Aytac Bahar. Aytac and Crowchester putting their differences behind them as Bahar refusing to rejoin Ali Aslan. Oh, coming up next, it could be the last time we ever see the loserweight champion, Orlando Silva. Let's see what brought us to this moment.
So kommst du mir nicht davon. Was ist aus dir geworden, Orlando? Du hast Angst, Loserweight Champion zu werden. Komm her, Orlando! Komm her!
Der Sagila will natürlich jede Gelegenheit nutzen, um diesen GWF Loserweight Champion Titel loszuwerden. Kann er den entscheidenden Schlag anbringen? Das Cover 1, 2, 3, er hat's geschafft. Er hat tatsächlich Orlando Silva besiegt. Orlando Silva begegnet dem GWF Loserweight Champion Titelgürtel.
Wo kommen die Dinge her? Bruder, was stimmt mit dir in letzter Zeit nicht? Siehst du das? Oh, das war nur von der Luft.
Wieso zieht er den Gegner denn hoch? Das ist leichtsinnig in der Situation.
Blutsbrüder, steht für Erfolg. Orlando, du bist eine Schande. Gib deine Quote her. Dafür haben wir ein neues Mitglied.
Was? Evil Jared!
Ich bin ein guter Wrestler! Ich kann es zeigen! Du bist eine Schande! Du kannst niemanden besiegen! Du kannst nicht mal jemanden aus dem Publikum besiegen! Ich kann gar niemanden aus dem Publikum besiegen! Den da? Oh, komm mal her! Orlando, du kriegst noch eine Chance. Du gegen Riesenberger? Aber hey, wenn du verlierst, bist du nicht nur aus den Blutsbrüdern raus, sondern bist auch aus der GWF raus. Ich sage,
das nächste Match ist ein Titelmatch, aber nicht nur das. Es geht nicht nur um den Titel der Schande, den Titel des schlechtesten Wrestlers der German Wrestling Federation, den German Wrestling Federation Loserweight Championship. Nein. Für den amtierenden Loserweight Champion geht es auch darum, endlich wieder Teil der Blutsbrüder zu werden und Teil der German Wrestling Federation zu bleiben. Es geht für ihn um alles. Angesetzt auf einen Fall. Auf dem Weg zum Ring. Mit einem Gewicht von 96 Kilogramm aus Mexico City, Mexiko, der amtierende German Wrestling Federation Loserweight Champion, der schlechteste Wrestler der GWF, El Rudo Rudissimo Orlando Silva.
Very interesting that Orlando Silva is not being permitted to come out here with the Blutsbrüder theme music. His Blutsbrüder attire, we saw he gave up the jacket last month. He has not yet been thrown out of Blutsbrüder. But if he loses tonight, as we know, not only will he be out of Blutsbrüder, he will be out of GWF entirely.
Sein Gegner. Mit einem Gewicht von 141 Kilogramm. Das Monster aus Hamburg, Heisenberg!
Yeah, monster indeed. That is a very apt description of this giant from the north, Vincent Heisenberg. Heisenberg picked supposedly at random from the crowd last month to be the challenger for the Loserweight title tonight. Remember the Loserweight Championship, the only title in pro wrestling where it is the loser of the match who walks out as champion, and therefore officially as the worst wrestler in GWF. And that is a distinction, a badge of shame that Blutsbrüder are simply not prepared to have associated with them. In Orlando Silva, you're looking at a man who is a Triple Crown winner here in GWF, former world champion, former Berlin champion, been a tag team champion as well, but unfortunately for him, he then became a quadruple crown winner by winning the Loserweight title, and that is what has led him to this all or nothing moment. Will this be the last time we see Orlando Silva, or can he find a way to take down the giant? Silva trying to use his speed advantage over Heisenberg, and he does take him down. Even with the entire body weight of Orlando Silva, Heisenberg only just went down. Silva getting back into the ring. He knows that the key to this is to try and wear out Heisenberg. Try and use the assets that Heisenberg doesn't have, that agility, that speed. Problem is though, if he gets caught by the big man, it could be a very, very short match because Heisenberg looking like he might finish it here. Heisenberg trying for a powerbomb and instead of an arm drag. Arm drag from Orlando Silva, who is fighting for his professional life here. Heisenberg sent to the ropes, but comes back with the boot. Heisenberg, or rather, excuse me, Silva moved out of the way. Hits an enziguri on Heisenberg. Heisenberg, though, this time, that huge boot, leaving a print, I'm sure, on the face of Orlando Silva. We know that Blutsbrüder have already recruited a replacement for Orlando Silva in evil Jared Hasselhoff. Orlando Silva hasn't even been kicked out of the group just yet. They're apparently anticipating that he won't be able to beat Heisenberg, but I wouldn't count out Orlando Silva. Silva so experienced. A true veteran. One of the finest we've seen here in 27 years of Berlin wrestling. It would be a deeply sad occasion if Orlando Silva were forced to retire from GWF here tonight. Silva sent into the corner, gets the boot up against Heisenberg. This time gets the elbow up. The Giant is reeling. Silva with a corkscrew dive, but got caught in midair. There's a full away slam from Heisenberg. Heisenberg is lining up Silva. It's bad news for the Rudo Rudissimo. He got squashed in the corner. Heisenberg with an arrogant cover there. He's going to have to do more than that to keep Silva down. I guess one piece of good news for Silva is it hasn't been a night for champions holding on to their titles. Prior to this match, we've had 3 championship matches and 3 new champions. It's the 4th of 5 titles on the line tonight. Because coming up immediately after this, our main event, Pascal Spouter challenges Tony Harding for the GWF World Championship. Will Orlando Silva, by that point, even still be in the GWF? He's got Heisenberg up on his shoulders. Where did that power come from? A Samoan drop from Orlando Silva. Heisenberg rolled to the outside. I don't know if he thinks that's maybe safer territory, but if he does, I think he might be mistaken. Silva up top. Comes down and he moved out of the way. Heisenberg moved out of the way. I'm not sure if Silva caught him slightly, but only barely. The bulk of that impact on that hard floor was suffered by Silva. And that might be all. That may well be all. Has Orlando Silva just made the mistake that will cost him his career? Heisenberg with an elbow into the face. Now he's been planted on the top turnbuckle. Has Orlando Silva. Heisenberg though pushed away. Silva, middle turnbuckle. Heisenberg gets backflipped and taken down. Can he stay down? Will the shoulders stay down for free? No, they won't. Orlando Silva was less than half a second away from saving his career, saving his space in Blutsbrüder. Enziguri. You ever seen a man that size hit an Enziguri, for goodness sake? Running driver. Heisenberg dropped him on his head. Don't tell me, no, no, no. Heisenberg's defeated Silva.
Hier ist der Sieger, das Monster aus Hamburg, Heisenberg.
Heisenberg has put away Orlando Silva. And Orlando Silva will find when he comes to that his career is over. Oh my God, Heisenberg just ripped that loserweight title to shreds. Heisenberg obliterated the loserweight title, which I guess would now have to be vacated anyway, because Orlando Silva, as per the rules governing this match, he's kicked out of Blutsbrüder and he has to leave the German Wrestling Federation.
Bleibt er auch in diesem seinem letzten Kampf bei der German Wrestling Federation Loserweight Champion. Und er wird kein Mitglied mehr der Blutsbrüder sein. Dieser Mann, Berlin, hat einmal alles gewonnen. Er hatte jeden Titel der German Wrestling Federation. Er war Berlin Champion. Er war Tag Team Champion und er war World Champion. Diesen einen Kampf heute hier, den hat er verloren, aber seine Erfolge kann ihm niemand mehr nehmen. Deshalb, Dankeschön unserem Loserweight Champion. Dankeschön, El Rudo, Rudissimo, aus Mexico City, Mexiko, Orlando Silva.
Great show of respect. They are on their feet here in Kreuzberg for Orlando Silva, whose career has shockingly come to an end here at Legacy 27. As we've heard, world champion, Berlin champion, tag team champion, but it is all over. It is all over tonight in Berlin. Oh, hang on. Now, is this necessary? Is this really necessary? Erkan Sulcani, the new Berlin champion. John Klinger and Tarkan Aslan, who are not the tag team champions, by the way. Much as they expected to be tonight. Evil Jared Hasselhoff, who has now joined Blutsbrüder, is not here tonight. The remaining members of Blutsbrüder have been through the wars. They are out here to officially remove Orlando Silva from their group. I'd like to say that they're here to show their respects and wish Orlando Silva well, but I think we know Blutsbrüder a little better than that.
Wunsch leider nicht erfüllen. Orlando, das war deine letzte Chance. Und du hast bewiesen, dass du die Schande nicht nur der Blutsbrüder, sondern der ganzen GWF bist. Und weißt du was? Um es dir einfacher zu machen, dass du zu gehen hast, haben wir hier dein Zeug mitgebracht. Verschwinde! Und zwar sofort! Na, 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 na. Na, 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 na. Hey! Goodbye! Na, 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 na. Na, 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 na. Hey! Goodbye! Verschwinde!
Look at this!
Na, 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 na. Na, 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 na. Hey! Na, na, na. Du kriegst das Mikro nicht mehr. Na, na, na. Hast du was, ja, du hast was zu sagen? Warte. Du hast was zu sagen? Du hast deine Chance gehabt. Geh.
Totally classless is John Klinger and Blutsbrüder.
Geh, und zwar sofort. Na. Hey, goodbye.
Orlando Silva has been a big part of Blutsbrüder's success, and to listen to John Klinger, you would think he had nothing to do with it. Vile from Blutsbrüder. Bottom line, though, is Orlando Silva's career is over here tonight at Legacy.
Orlando Silva ist tot. Lang lebe die Blutsbrüder.
War vielleicht
GWF World Title on the line next in our main event.
Er hat mit Herz gekämpft. Schande ist das nicht. Und deshalb geht dieser Mann aufrecht nach Hause. Die Schande sind heute Abend vielleicht eher andere.
Der Schaden ist nur zu spüren gerade. Pascal aus den Seilen. Spalter Slam. Damit hat Pascal früher seine Matches beendet. Und da der Crossface Chicken Wing. Crossface Chicken Wing gegen Cole. Und Cole klopft ab. Pascal hat's geschafft. Er steckt's weg und dann dieser Ellbogen. Crossface Chicken Wing geht durch und er klopft ab.
Heute das dritte Match. Gewinnt er, bekommt er die Chance auf den German Wrestling Federation World Championship. Gewinnt er nicht, ist alles dahin.
Die Pascal in sein Repertoire genommen hat, mit dem er seine Matches dann ihm auch entschieden hat. German Suplex gegen Alani. War's das? Tony Harting ins Cradle und das war bis 3. Das kann nicht sein. Tony Harting hat ihm gerade die Chance seines Lebens vermasselt.
Heute ist ein wunderschöner Tag, denn ich bin euer GWF World Champion.
Oh, Toni, du stehst hier im Ring und feierst dich, lobst dich bis an die Decke und weiter. Dabei bist du der Grund, weshalb wir heute nicht aufeinandertreffen. Du hast eingegriffen, als ich meinen dritten Kampf hatte.
Du bist nicht mehr dieser Hauptakt hier, denn der bin ich jetzt. Und nur, weil du nicht deinen dritten Kampf gewinnen kannst, hey, dafür kann ich nichts.
Die Abmachung war, du musst 3 Matches gewinnen, 3 namenhafte Gegner besiegen. Und das hast du leider nicht getan, du hast den dritten Kampf verloren. Ich mache es dir aber leicht. Den ersten, deine 3 nächsten Gegner wirst du noch heute Abend haben. Dein erster Gegner heute Abend wird sein Ahura. Du solltest du ihn besiegen und 2 weitere, bekommst du deine Titelchance, das verspreche ich dir.
Er hat ihn, verdammt nochmal, er hat ihn.
Er hat 3 Kämpfe in Folge gewonnen, steht deshalb hier völlig zurecht im Ring. Er ist der Herausforderer und auch der Champion. Hielt bereits alle 3 Titel der German Wrestling Federation. Einer wird heute verlieren und einer ist der Champion. Das nächste Match ist angesetzt auf einen Fall und es geht um den German Wrestling Federation World Championship. Auf dem Weg zum Ring. Der Herausforderer.
In the last few minutes, we've been talking about Triple Crown champions. And here is another one who breathes that rarefied air. Pascal Spauter has been a tag team champion. He has been a 4-time Berlin champion. And on 3 previous occasions, the GWF World Champion. He has been searching for most of this year to get to that elusive 4th reign as World Champion. And my goodness, what an odyssey it has been to get to this point. But get here he has. And Pascal Spauter with a chance tonight in the German capital to return to the top of the mountain.
Sein Gegner, der German Wrestling Federation World Champion.
It is 5 months since the Tiger of Berlin cashed in his golden chance, took out the Axeman Axel Tischer, and claimed his first ever GWF World Championship. By hook or by crook, he has held onto that championship ever since. But could it all come crashing down here against the Star of Berlin? Tony Harting, accompanied by Big Nick, who could himself be a difference maker, but not if Pascal Spauter has anything to say about it.
Ich präsentiere die Kontrahenten. Zunächst den Herausforderer zu meiner Rechten. Mit einem Gewicht von 118 Kilogramm aus Berlin, Deutschland. Pascal Spauter! Sein Gegner in Begleitung von Big Nick mit einem Kampfgewicht von 103 Kilogramm, ebenfalls aus Berlin, Deutschland. Der Tiger aus Berlin, die perfekte Naturgewalt, Tony Harting!
The introductions are done. It is Pascal Spauter and Tony Harting. 1 fall for the GWF Heavyweight Championship of the World. We talk about a long journey to get here. Pascal Spouter was told way back in the spring that he had to win 3 consecutive matches against top GWF stars to earn himself the right to challenge for the GWF World title. He defeated Fast Time Mudo. He defeated Chris Colon. And then, thanks to interference from Tony Harting, he fell at the 3rd and final hurdle to Marius Alani. Had to start all over again. But that's what he did. He beat Ahura. He beat John Klinger. He beat Axel Tischer. Pascal Spouter has refused to be denied. And it is that persistence, that never say die attitude that has got him into the main event of Legacy and in with a chance of a 4th World Championship. The tensest of stare downs between Harding and Spouter. And here we go. Tony Harding, the right hand, Spouter with elbows. Underway here in our main event as we celebrate 27 years of Berlin wrestling. Tony Harding, I'm sure if you asked him, would tell you that he is the best thing to happen to Berlin wrestling in those 27 years. He has an ego the size of a planet, does our world champion. And Harding mocking Spouter with that toilet seat. The move that Spouter used to use on opponents. Spouter with a new seriousness this past year. We've seen him really mix up his moveset, mix up his approach to all of these high-profile matches he's been in. Spouter and the GWF fans used to have a pretty antagonistic relationship, but they're clearly on side here as far as wanting Spouter to put away Tony Harding. Harding now backed into a corner. He was trying to play some cat and mouse with Spouter. You saw him going under that rope, trying to make Spouter wait. But Spouter's waited long enough. He's waited months. And now Spouter, who I'm sure has been envisioning what he would do if he got the chance to get his hands on Tony Harding. He must have been thinking about it for months on end. And now he can put those thoughts into reality. Lifts the knee high up into the head, scoops up the champion and drops him down with a body slam, and here is the toilet seat. Accept no imitations. It's a move that, as I said, Spouter hasn't used much this year. But now, wait a second here. Big Nick up on the apron. Oh, Harding collides with his ally. And then the champion thrown out the opposite side of the ring. Pascal Spouter just seems to have an answer for everything that Harding and Big Nick can throw at him so far. Well, Big Nick retrieving that championship belt, and I think Harding's walking out. Well, it's the biggest show of the year. You're telling me you're going to take a loss by count-out in the main event? It's an embarrassment. Supposed to be the world champion, for goodness sakes, and Spouter's not having any of it. Pascal Spouter's not having any of it. Quite right, too. Tony Harding getting rolled back into the ring. And Big Nick reluctantly pacing back towards the ring with that championship belt. Although Harding's out of the ring again now. Big Nick tried to charge it. Spouter ducked that one, but didn't see Tony Harding coming. And this numbers advantage that Harding and Big Nick have, with Nick on the outside, is something that they are really, really exploiting in the opening minutes of this World Championship match. Tonight we have already had a new women's champion, a new Berlin champion, new tag team champions. The loserweight title vacated because the career of Orlando Silva has ended. Will we cap it all off with the world title changing hands as well? Not if Harding has anything to do with it, but Spouter's got his foot on the middle rope. Champion needed to maybe just get Spouter a little bit more towards the center of the ring before going for the cover. But I think even the pinfall there, going for it that early, was maybe more out of hope than expectation. Harding just seeing what kind of state his opponent is in. That kick to the spine won't do anything to help his state. Spouter, though, is fighting back. Pascal Spouter. Gonna get thrown to the outside, though. The referee needs to be careful because that's the kind of territory where Big Nick could get involved. Oh, Harding with a baseball slide. Big Nick's still down from earlier on. Harding with a clubbing strike across the back. Now the champion going for the pin. This time it is in the middle of the ring, but the right shoulder comes up. Spouter once more trying to fire back. Harding just a little bit too fast for him, takes out that left knee. And with a knee into the side of the head. And a knee to the other side of the head. Methodically chopping down the German heavyweight. Or is he? Well, that wasn't in the plan. That wasn't in the plan for Harding. Harding, though, got a boot into the face. Spouter tried to hold on to the ropes as he went out to soften the landing, but nonetheless finds himself on the outside. And look, Big Nick is there again. Big Nick is there again. Sends Spouter face first into the apron and into the steel ring post. Spouter gets rolled in. How hard did Spouter just hit that ring post? Has he been knocked unconscious? No, he hasn't. Thank goodness for that. That'll be a heartbreaking way for this almost year-long quest of Pascal Spouter to come to an end. That list I read you is a really remarkable list of names that Spouter has blasted through this year. Some of them former world champions themselves. In fact, 3 of the 6 that he's competed against have been the world champion. Harding, though, looking to make sure that he is still a world champion when we are said and done here tonight in Berlin. You're watching the main event of Legacy. We thank you for joining us wherever you are on planet Earth. And you may be watching the final moments of Pascal Spouter's efforts to become world champion, because Tony Harding is looking exceptional. Harding with the kicks into the chest, deep into the heart of Pascal Spouter. And drops him. A version of an Uranagi, tries for the pin off the back of that and gets a 2. Referee is checking with Spouter that he's able to continue. Such has been the ferocity of this offense from Tony Harding in the past couple of minutes. Whenever it seemed that Spouter's been getting up ahead of steam, something has gone wrong, quite often involving Big Nick, involving underhanded tactics. Spouter knew coming in that would be the case. There's a crossbody. A star of Berlin becoming a shooting star there as he leapt into the air. Harting is getting up. The champion first to his feet. The challenger, though, blocks him. Here comes Spouter. The forearms with a rake to the eyes from Harting. Once more, there's no shortcut that Harting won't take. Clothesline from Spouter. And another one. The avalanche in the corner. Spouter's got him up. Oh, there's Big Nick again, for goodness sake. How much of this are we going to tolerate? Spouter takes matters into his own hands, wipes out Big Nick, and wipes out the GWF World Champion. Big Nick is down. He is a non-factor. Spouter, crossbody. Pascal Spouter with a power slam. Gets his body weight down on the shoulders, hooks the leg on. Big Nick is still a factor. He is still a factor because he just pulled the referee out of the way. Interrupting the pin. Referee pointing at Big Nick. He knows exactly what happened. Referee is ejecting him. The referee is ejecting Big Nick. And about time too.
Also Referee Kevin Erkan verweist Big Nick der Halle. Big Nick raus.
Big Nick has to leave the ringside area. That is a great call from the referee. And it means at least that the remainder of this main event should be contested under fairer conditions than the first part of it was. Can Tony Harting get it done without Big Nick? That's the question now for the champion. He's off to a good start there. Dropping the arm, I think, of Spouter over the rope. Here he comes off the top. Harting rolls through after Spouter wasn't there. Clothesline though from Spouter. Pascal Spouter, chop to the throat. Another one, Spouter now going to the ropes. Harting ducked him, and it's a spine buster from the Tiger of Berlin. Remember the new Berlin champion, Erkan Sulcani, waiting in the wings. Oh, with a super kick. Gonna face whoever is world champion on December 18th, a final countdown. At the moment, it looks very much like it'll still be Harting. Harting dragged Spouter away from the ropes. There's a kick out anyway. Spouter's dreams of becoming a four-time world champion are still alive, but they are hanging by a thread here. A crowd that used to boo his every move is now cheering Spouter, Spouter, Spouter. Champion and challenger, both on their knees. They have thrown everything at each other. What is left in the tank here for Harting and Spouter? Now they're both up to their feet at the same time, and Spouter still firing back at Harting. Oh, Harting though, here come the quick fire strikes. Tony Harting, whatever you think of him, whatever you think of his tactics, he is a supremely talented pro wrestler. There's a stunner from Harting. Tony Harting, has he stunned his way to retaining the title? No, he hasn't. Shoulder comes up from the German heavyweight. They are rocking in the German capital tonight, just as they have for over a quarter of a century. 27 years of Berlin wrestling And what a way to celebrate it. What a night we've had. We're still not done. But we might be almost done because here comes Spouter with a vicious lariat. Spouter looking for that Sarap. Looking for that Sarap. Oh, he swung with it. The feet hit the referee. The referee's out. Well, there was nothing deliberate in it, but God, that's unfortunate. What a heartbreaking twist of fate for Spouter. He has it won. He's had him pinned for, he counted to 3. It's been over 10 seconds, I think. The referee got hit hard with the swinging feet there of Tony Harting. Now comes a second referee. Obviously the priority is to check on the welfare of the first referee, but at some point we're going to have to get an official back in the match as well. There it is, another that's a wrap. A second that's a wrap from Spouter. Oh God, no. Tony Harting kicked out. Where did that come from? Tony Harting. Harting looked like he was out of it. But a second, that's a wrap. A second referee. It's still not done. Spouter looking for the crossface chicken wing. Oh, what a counter though from Harting. Another version of a stunner there from the champion. Well, referee, it's almost the second referee got hit. Oh, that is deliberate. That is deliberate from Harting. Drop kicking his opponent into the referee in a low blow. Shameless. Totally shameless from Tony Harting. And now he's got the championship belt as well, and there's no one to stop him. There's no official to see this. No one to disqualify Harting, who uses that belt with impunity. Well, the first referee has regained consciousness. He didn't see the belt strike. He's going to register the pin. Not like this, no. No. The right shoulder of Pascal Spouter, preventing what would have been an historic injustice here in this title match. We've got a TKO and he gets it. Harting gets a TKO. Harting gets a TKO. Will that do it for him? It might. Oh, no, it didn't. No, it did not. No, it did not. Harting has kicked out of That's a Wrap. Spouter has kicked out of the TKO. What is it going to take to keep one of these men down for the 3 count? Harting's got the championship belt again. The crowd are unanimous, it seems, in their support for Spouter. Referee removing that belt from the grasp of Harting. Oh, inside cradle from Spouter. He caught him by surprise and he got 2.5. 2.5 for Spouter. Harting there warned, there's a super kick. Hang on now. Harting had a scare there, but he almost got the TKO in the second time. Instead, it's an attempt at the crossface chicken wing from Spouter. Wait, Spouter, Uranagi from Pascal Spouter. Harting with no idea where he is. Crossface chicken wing. The chicken wing. Harting's trying to fight it. Harting's trying to fight it. Spouter's got it locked in. Big trouble here for the Tiger. Spouter for the 3rd time. That's a wrap. A 3rd, that's a wrap from Pascal Spouter, and it leads him to a 4th World Championship.
Hier ist der Sieger und damit neuer German Wrestling Federation World Champion aus Berlin für Berlin, Pascal Spouter.
The roof roof has just been blown off for Kreuzberg. The German heavyweight, the star of Berlin, is once again the heavyweight champion of this world. What a journey and what a destination for Pascal Schwader.
Was für eine Schlacht, was für ein neuer German Wrestling Federation World Champion aus Berlin, Pascal Schwader.
Pascal Schwader withstood everything that Tony Harting and Big Nick could throw at him here tonight at Legacy 27. Every cheap shot, every shortcut, and somehow Schwader has survived it all. Pascal Schwader is the champion. Schwader's going to address the fans. We're going to hear from the new champion.
Berlin. Berlin! Berlin! 27 Jahre GWF Legacy, 15 Jahre feiere ich dieses Jahr. Aber das Jahr 2022, das hatte mehr Überraschungen für mich parat als jedes Jahr zuvor von all den anderen 14 oder insgesamt 15. Aber eine Sache ist mir aufgefallen. Ich habe das Gefühl, wir haben uns ein bisschen angenähert. Und ich muss ehrlich sagen, ich finde das sehr okay. Vielen Dank. Und ich hoffe, ihr habt noch eine Sekunde, weil ich sag euch Danke, ihr ruft Spalter für mich, aber ich bin hier nicht der Einzige. Die GWF hat so viele Leute im Hintergrund, die ihr helfen. Ein riesengroßes Dankeschön an die Mädels und Jungs, die jeden Sonntag, wenn die GWF veranstaltet, hier den Ring aufbaut. Den Ring abbaut. Vielen Dank an den Festsaal Kreuzberg, dass er uns ein Zuhause gegeben hat und die GWF weitermachen kann. Vielen Dank an Franz und seine Crew. Barisch, Lale, Dejan, wenn du das hier siehst, Grüße gehen raus an dich. Du bist heute in Hamburg leider. Ich hätte dich gern hier gehabt. Viktor, vielen Dank. Olaf, vielen, vielen Dank. Valandi, vielen, vielen Dank. An die Technik vom Festsaal, vielen, vielen Dank. George, du bist fucking Rock'n'Roll. Vielen, vielen Dank an Virgil. Vielen, vielen Dank an unsere Ringrichter. Vielen Dank an alle, die ich jetzt gerade hier vergessen habe. Ein riesengroßes Dankeschön danach mit Cher und Crazy Mike, dass sie seit 27 Jahren die GWF am Leben erhalten. Aber eine Komponente fehlt. Der eine oder andere wird's erahnen. Die wichtigste Komponente. Und das bin nicht ich. Wie bitte? Ihr? Absolut! Ohne euch wären hier nur leere Plätze. Aber ihr seid diejenigen, die die GWF unterstützen. Ihr seid diejenigen, die heute mit uns den 27. Geburtstag gefeiert haben. Ihr seid diejenigen, die Stimmung macht. Also dankt euch! Danke euch! Das war's von mir. Ich wünsche euch einen schönen Abend. Over out! Pascal Spalter, danke! Ihr seid geil!
Oh, the hell of a victory speech from Pascal Spalter!
An den neuen again, German Wrestling Federation
Spouter
World
can't
Champion.
rest. He cannot
Ausbelly.
rest on his laurels. He won't have time to celebrate because Erkan Sulcani is next in line. The final countdown on December 18th. But for right now, for this moment, soak it in. Pascal Spouter is a 4-time GWF World Champion, and he did it at Legacy.